The Russiagate scam will blow up in the Democrats' smug little faces by Kurt Schlichter. If you're stressed out about this whole Russian nonsense, relax. Donald Trump didn't do anything wrong and he's not going to be impeached, arrested, or ritually disemboweled. When the truth comes out and explodes in the Democrats' soft, girlish hands, we'll all be laughing and toasting their humiliation with Stoli shots. How do I know this with utter certainty? Because it's all so glaringly obvious. And this is the only scenario that fits the facts. As Hugh Hewitt says, this scandal has three silos. The first silo is a question of whether the Russians somehow hacked our elections. The second silo is whether any Trump people colluded with the Russians. The third silo, the one patriots care most about since it is one that isn't a ridiculous fantasy, whether anyone in Obama administration used our intelligence apparatus to spy on his Hillary political opponents. The answers are no, no, and yes. The end results are going to be a stronger, Trump weaker Democrats and various Obama minions exploring new career opportunities in the exciting fields of license plate making, large to small, rock transformation, and artisanal pruno distilling. The Russians didn't hack the election. Liberals use the word hacked because they can claim they only mean influence while implying to stupid people inclined to believe their conspiracy theories that the Russians broke into computers and changed votes from Hillary to Donald. Of course, they forgot to also change the Senate votes to the Dems, but whatev. Even James Coney agrees that it never happened. So now the Democrats are claiming that the Russian social media bots use fake news to trick the previously Hillary-inclined electorate into voting against her. Basically, they're saying Hillary-inclined electorate into voting against her. Basically, they're saying Hillary's supporters were easily duped idiots. Now, dummies have always been a key Democrat demographic. She clearly has a unique appeal to the stupid, the gullible, and the readily confused, making the voter she was counting on especially vulnerable to those cunning Russian clickbaiters operating from the secret Macedonian villages. While I was exploring the shocking real reason chips went off the air, which was going to stun me when I saw a story on the OMGLinks that Hillary Clinton had an alien baby, why then I knew I had to vote for Donald Trump because I hate aliens. We got to build us all around space and make them space Mexicans pay for it. I was using my portable computer machine to the internet. I was about to have a jaw drop by what Joyce DeWitt's of the Free Company look like today when I saw the link to proof that Hillary and Bill Clinton are gun-grabbing devil worshippers. So I had to vote for Trump because I cling to my guns and religion and my other guns. Their alternate versions of "You Stole My Morons" is that release the facts contained in John Podesta and Felonia von Pantsuit's emails made people think she was terrible. People thought that because those emails showed beyond any doubt that she is terrible and that her Democrat Party is less a political organization than a disorganized crime ring. Remember that when the media gets angry about the emails, the reason is that you got accurate information about the media's partisan pals that the media wanted hidden from you. Democracy dies in darkness, alright? The media is trying to strangle it in an unlit alley. The Trump campaign never colluded with Russians. This is true even though the definition of colluding has been expanded to include pretty much any interaction with anyone on or anything Russian. They found out Reince Priebus had an old DVD of Rush Hour. Adam Schiff would be in front of the mic with the CNN cutting in live. The whole stupid collusion thing has become a weird, Beautiful Mind-esque conspiracy theory with scores of Trump-phobic loonies out there sharing their bizarre spider webs of intrigue via Twitter memes. Does Gorky Park have a grassy knoll? Regardless if it's say that there was absolutely no collusion of any kind between Team Trump and anyone Russian, no one, how do I know this is to a near certainty? Because we haven't seen anybody leak any evidence of any in the 6+ months that they've been pushing this nonsense. Nothing. But Ivan Notsky's airplane was in Utah once, and Utah has a great Salt Lake, and Trump put salt on his taco, and all the pieces fit. Nothing. You think the geniuses leading our intelligence community, not the brave and dedicated folks in the trenches, but the clowns and political suck-ups lording over them, could have or would have kept real conclusions secret? You think if Trump was cavorting with the former commies, we wouldn't have heard about it from the NYT, the WAPO, and the rest of the Democrat Steno pool about a week before November 8th? Get real. And that brings us to the third silo. Because the Democrats' heads of our intelligence community desperately wanted to leak anything that might remotely embarrass Trump. In fact, my money has always been on the person who leaked the classified Flynn info being a name we'll all recognize, a suspicion Fox's Adam Heisley's reporting backs up. Hell yes, Donald Trump was wiretapped. So were you, by the way, and me, from open source information shared by defectors the intelligence community was too incompetent to keep from defecting. We all know that every single electronic communication we send is collected in the NSA mainframes. Every single one. And the NSA had algorithms they can use to search it. You don't go plant a bug in Trump Tower. You wiretap the opposition's party nominee for president by running a search through the communications that the government incidentally collected, and if you find something juicy, then you call up your buddy at the post and hand it over. Does anyone here think for a millisecond that the Obama-appointed leadership in the intelligence community, whose loyalty is to their own political class and not to the country, would hesitate for a microsecond before leaking something they would hurt Trump? We know they wouldn't hesitate because they didn't hesitate. They feloniously released a classified transcript involving Mike Flynn just to shaft him and the administration. Flynn did not do anything illegal. In that illegally released transcript, he misled the Veep about the topics he legally and properly discussed, and for that he got canned. So why is his lawyers demanding immunity? Because his lawyer isn't a drooling moron working rear-ender soft tissue cases out of a van down by the river. No quarter-competent lawyer is going to let his client walk into a Democrat witch hunt without either ironclad immunity or the words "I take the fifth" on his lips. You know, just like all of Hillary's people did. The only crime we know about for sure, the only one, is that some senior member of Obama's intelligence community committed a felony by leaking classified information regarding Mike Flynn's intercepted communications. That's it, and that's why the Democrats would rather talk about everything else. Understand that everything the Democrats say is a lie. Every single word plus a punctuation. They're dumb, but they're not so stupid as to realize that the Putin nonsense manufactured as a pathetic excuse for their utter humiliation in November is falling apart with the help of their media minions. They hope if they keep shouting, "Look, Russians will grow so bored we'll just tune out." It's their only hope for keeping Obama's buddies off the chopping block. They all thought Hillary was going to win and that there would be no accountability. So they were safe using the government systems they had been entrusted to manage to spy on their incoming boss's political opponents. Oops. Look, I have friends who think differently and have carefully considered their views because some are serious people. They really believe that there's something out there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was Russian-inspired clickbait stories on Facebook that magically converted hundreds of thousands of dedicated I'm with her Hillary fans in the Rust Belt into hashtag MAGA hat-wearing Trump maniacs. Maybe liberal Washington, D.C. establishment types had the honor and patriotism required to keep a juicy tidbit like Trump playing footsie with the Russians under wraps for better than half a year. Maybe Lena Dunham will get put on the cover of the next Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. Yeah, no, I'm not wrong. This is all going to blow up in the Democrats' faces, and when it does, I'm going to laugh and raise my vodka glass and a joyous toast to their latest and greatest failure. And this was written by Schlicter. And remember, all views do not represent the moderator of YouTube or the views of the YouTube channel. You guys have a great day.